I think Prairie Smoke is super fun. We are going to start by making a little collar for it. So we're going to draw a smile and then we're going to give it like a little clown collar. Okay. That little clown collar has a whole bunch of little lines and those all have little dots. Often when you're flipping through the book, you'll see that like I add the stem sometimes early on. And if you want to work straight on the blossom or the bloomer or whatever, you can do that. And then you can usually add in the stem at any time, but sometimes it's there for a reason. Now I'm just going to add these in. So this is going to kind of curl and then it's going to come down. This is going to come down. And then right here, this one's going to curl and it's going to come down. Okay. And I'm slightly off center, but that's okay. I'm now going to come up and I'm going to create like a wedge shape. And then I'm going to create kind of like a shark fin or a wave. I'm going to come up and I'm going to give another. I'm going to give another, just like this. We're going to bring this up like this, like another shark fin. We're going to bring one up and out like this to the tip. I'm going to give this a little flame at the top. And then this is going to curve like that. Okay. I'm now going to fill these with squiggly lines. Okay. So I filled that one with squiggly lines. This one, I'm going to start and I'm going to make sure that I'm kind of straight until I come around that corner. And then they can be as wiggly as I want them to be. Okay. And I'm going to continue with this, going in opposite directions when they're coming in opposite directions. But like here, I went like there. And now I'm going to come in and I'm going to go in that direction again. And again, when I come from this side, I want it to be straightish and then swoop. On this one right here, I'm also going to kind of make it straight at the corner and then wiggly. Straight and then wiggly. Straight and then wiggly. These are going to wiggle down. Okay. And then so are these. Just like that. We're going to add a couple little wispy lines, kind of like that. Right here, I'm going to add a little friend, and then I'm going to bring that down. I usually like to leave a couple little areas where I can add things. Okay, I'm going to add on a couple of these little fringes. So normally I like to add a bud over here, but because this is unbalanced, I'm going to come up and I'm going to do it right here. So I'm going to come up. I'm going to create kind of that little shepherd's hook that I've made in some of the other. And we're going to add a little bit of a tulipy kind of. These are kind of long. This is like a little Hershey's Kiss in there, right? And then I'm just going to add lines that are kind of like it's wrapping around inside. This part right here is always dark leading in. So I like to just kind of add that, right? Okay, so you can see how I've rebalanced. The reality is This would need to be over probably like right about here. And I could absolutely do that, right? By adding another line and then by just adding some shading. Just like that. And you can see how that changed, right? And this kind of little sketchy on my stems gives it that kind of almost bark-like texture. Okay, you can add in some little directional lines if you want to. And there's our prairie smoke. If you want to, you can deepen, like right here, you can add a little bit of dark to kind of make those pop. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But there you are.